coming. I know it's not easy to come, right? Yeah, it's not easy for me to come because I come from Taipei. Yes. And when I first was invited to come here to have a talk, I just rejected flatly. Firstly, because in the field of language teaching, I consider myself to be a deserter. Because I was teaching high school about how many years ago? That's 1984. That's about more than 25 years ago. Yes, so I found that I was a failure in the high school English teaching. So at that time I was 40 years old, and I decided that I want to give it up and further my studies. So I went to take at the age of 40. That's something very difficult. Yes, and since you have not been a student for a long time, so I went to take the examination to the Graduate Institute of Translation and Interpretation in Korean University. Yes, so after 4 years, I got my MA. Very difficult 4 years. Yes, yes, and as a single parent too. Yes, without too much financial support. So then I came out of school and I faced a selection of jobs. And of course, in the beginning, I wanted to be an interpreter and translator. Yes, so I spent quite a few years doing interpretation and translation. But finally, I was landed in a university, a full-time job. Yeah, that's right. So that's where I started teaching again. Okay, so at first I just refused to take the job because I don't think that I'm eligible. Because I think most of you have got a PhD degree, which I don't have. Is that right? Okay, and then I don't have to come here to give a talk to fulfill a quota for my school, as I know that most of you have come here to fulfill some kind of quota required by your school for learning, right? So I have no obligation for that because I have no ambition to pursue my PhD degree. I have no ambition to be promoted in a university. I'm going to retire in 4 years. So I'm a very free person because my university, at least my chairman told me, 汤老师没有关系，不用做研究，不用做服务，只要教我们的书就好了。Just be there. Okay, do you envy me? So that's the reason. I mean, so that I talked to myself. Oh, okay, should I come? Okay, and finally, I thought of some biblical verses. I have to explain that sometimes when in a classroom I talk about my religious belief, I get attacked by students. But a person, if you want to know a person, you know his or her personality and his identity. And I have to tell you that by referring to what I learned from the Bible, just shows what kind of person I am. I'm not proselytizing to you, I'm not converting you, but I'm just sharing with you what I really am. Okay? So when I thought of the biblical verses from Isaiah 54章, it says, expand your tent, 扩充你的帐幕. Okay, so this means that whatever we do, we should exercise some good influence on people and don't give up any opportunity that you can influence people in a good way. So that's why I have decided to come. Okay, that was the time when I went on my trip to Italy. I went on a trip, that's an academic trip. Okay, I took a course with the Zhonghua Shen Xue Yuan, and we want to follow Paul's trail, 保罗行踪. Okay, so I was in a hurry to decide on a topic, which was a very difficult thing to do. I could talk about how to learn English to a very avid, very enthusiastic English learner, but how can I talk about remedial English, which I'm not an expert in? Yes, how can I give you any theories, since I'm not into theories? 我不讲理论的. Okay, how can I give you any help if I'm a deserter myself? Okay, so that's my dilemma. Okay, and guess what? Since I said yes, I have to fulfill this obligation, and after I came back from my trip, I tried to do a little bit research and found that, oh, wow. And there's quite a plethora of research, quite a lot. And of course, I learned something. And when I called my university professors, and I told two of them of my lecture here, and they were very much worried. They said, how can you? Who will be your audience? I said, university teachers or college teachers. And then, how dare you? And I said, I know I don't dare to. But I want to focus on my own experience as a teacher, basically, as a translator and interpreter, and above all, as a lifelong learner of English. You know, I prefer to be a student rather than a teacher. I prefer to be like you sitting there, listening to people teaching me what to do. I'm in a very unenviable situation because I know after this talk I will be evaluated. Please give me a good evaluation. Okay. So that's why I have decided to just work on this lecture little by little, day by day. Yes, until finally I got more than 100 PowerPoints, 100多张投影片。那个上面没有100多张，后来我又讲。I could never stop. It seems to have become some kind of obsession. Yes. Okay. So another point is, I am in a very special position. I teach in the north. I live in Taipei, and I teach in NTU. I shouldn't call it a top university because I think that top, the word is a little bit, it's not politically correct. How do you call other schools? Modern schools? No. But I have just happened to be in a school in a prestigious school that people want to get in, no matter what. Okay? So I have been teaching there for more than 15 years, and I teach translation and oral interpretation. And you know, oral interpretation is a top-notch field in which you need to be very proficient in both languages. And you know, and then I accepted the job of, that's a few years later, I accepted the job of Zhongyuan University, offered to me by Zhongyuan University. And after 5 years, I traveled back to the south, 高雄第一科大. Why did I go there? Because the chairman told me, I was teaching there from 1998 to 1999. I think all these years you're at loss of what years these are because you're too young. Okay, but as for people like me, we remember the old days, not the new. When you told me 你是民国几年生的，我还要想想到底是民国几年生的。但是如果说你是民国60几年，真的还差不多，跟我儿子差不多大，我只能这样比较了。Okay. So I taught there for 1 year. 我在那边教过1年，高雄第一科大，那时候是学校只有2栋楼，那个马路都还没有出来的时候。但是 okay, that was 1 year. I went to Kaohsiung, but I went back to Taipei to join the university. Okay, for 5 years. And my chairman, my ex-chairman told me, 汤老师 please come back, 一直小娘家。我们都还没有把你的办公室的门牌拆掉，所以你可以知道那时候学校是多忙的在建校，让你没有办法拆老师的门牌。对 so I went back to teaching till now. Okay, so that's about my teaching experience. Okay, then another experience which might be different from yours is that I've never been educated abroad. 我没有在出国留学过。I only stayed in Hong Kong for 12 years, and that's because of my marriage. Yes, and I came back in 1984. Yeah, with 2 children. Yeah. Okay, so you know what happened. Yes, that's right. I'm a single parent. Yes. Okay, and then where am I? 我要讲什么？我忘记了。Okay, so when I was given this chance to give the talk, I just made a very careful examination of my life. I left the teaching field feeling that I was inadequate, feeling that I could not cope with the education system. Okay, I was invited by 教育部, so I shouldn't criticize 教育部, but what I have to criticize is the general atmosphere in English learning. Okay, and this is what I'm going to talk about because we should learn from our mistakes. Okay? Because if we pass on the same way of teaching, then our students, when becoming teachers, will also adopt the wrong approach. Okay? So I will take you through all these years of the educational policy which ended in the students failing in English, which resulted in a declining performance of students in general in Taiwan. Okay, that's a very sad picture. Okay, so let me see. So, Theophilus is the Bible lover. I love to read the Bible. And I think that cartoon pretty much look like me, right? Good. And then, okay, these I have explained. What? Okay. Do you have any questions for me? No? If you have any questions, raise your hand and you can help me and I can help you. Okay, I show you the picture. That's in 1981. 你看哪一个是我？这个是不是？是的。不像哦，不像对不对？Okay, I will show you later in this lecture, in this PowerPoint. And on this PowerPoint, there is one picture which shows these students. Some of these students 25 years later. 为什么我会离开台湾的高中呢？ Examination-oriented learning and teaching, which resulted in listening and speaking neglected. I know you know that, right? 你们都知道这样的状况。Too much academic competition between classes. 如果你们有教过高中的话，你们知道我的感觉。好，成天都在比分数。Heavy use of poor quality 参考书 with literally no outside reading. A predominantly bottom-up learning style. So you know what bottom-up learning style means? You start with phrases, words, and you focus on the phrases and words and grammatical items, yes, without the whole picture. Yeah. Okay, without